Okay, do you want to start?
Okay, yeah. It brought back a lot of memories watching our video and then hearing you say what you'd said for your, was it your blog?
For the vlog?
Vlog,
yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot that I'd forgotten.
Okay. So, we are weird because we're Christians and we had a humanist wedding. We had a humanist wedding.
We don't know what we are.
Well, I think we know what we are, but why did we do that? Why did we have a humanist wedding?
Well, because at the time, neither of us was going to church and we had so many issues, and still do, to some extent, but, you know, in those days it was a whole load of issues about Christianity, and it just didn't seem like the right way to go to have a church wedding. Plus, that's kind of really formal, and I think we wanted it to be more informal, really.
So why didn't we get married in the registry office? Well, actually, we did get married in the registry office, didn't we?
But just for legal reasons. Because it's not so meaningful. And we wanted to have something which we could express ourselves through. I mean, I know you can add bits to a registry office wedding, but with the humanist wedding, we talked it through with Alice Ball, who presided. And, you know, we designed the whole thing. So it's like we decided, and being control freaks, I think that appealed to us.
Yeah, okay. Now we got married at Friends Meeting House, although we didn't have the Friends Meeting House type approach to it. But we did adopt one of the features of a Friends Meeting House meeting, wasn't it?
I'd forgotten that, which was the silence. And actually it wasn't silent for very long, because people had things prepared, and my dad, who was a vicar, did this kind of blessing, and then somebody read a poem which I think I had chosen.
Well, Anna, she read the John Donne poem, which I can't remember.
No, I think I chose that because it's one of my favourite poems.
But I can't remember what it was.
What was it? I wonder by my truth what thou and I did till we loved.
Oh yeah.
It's called the Good Morrow. Yeah, it's one of my favourite poems.
Okay. Right, so we then went on to have naming ceremonies for the children, one of which was presided over by a Church of England vicar, even though it was a humanist naming ceremony. And I'm just going to show you a bit of our rather poor quality wedding video here.
We come here together to witness the joining of two lives. Liz and Mark have come to love each other deeply and sincerely. They now wish to unite their lives and establish a home together. In this ceremony, they dedicate themselves to the happiness and well-being of each other. Marriage is a sharing of experience and an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. It is the joyous union of a man and a woman whose friendship and mutual understanding have flowered into love. Here, today, Liz and Mark proclaim that love to the world. And we who are gathered here rejoice with them and for them in the new life they now undertake together.
So,
we didn't want a wedding video.
We didn't want a wedding video, no.
We didn't.
It was because my brother was doing university exams at the time. So
yes, and they wouldn't let him off. He had to, so he couldn't come to the wedding, although he did come to the register office one.
Yes, he did,
Didn't he?
Yeah.
But
and we've got photos of that as well. There's a couple of photos here. Okay.
Yeah, they were a bit freaked out that we weren't taking loads and loads of photos because they didn't realise that wasn't our kind of main wedding.
I think they felt a bit affronted that we weren't going to use them as a ceremonial sort of process.
No, I don't think they were affronted. I just think they were a bit bewildered. You know, that we didn't want more photos.
And they weren't used to it.
But anyway, you know, we weren't really into this kind of fashion of having wedding videos. But now I'm actually quite pleased because sort of creaky and inadequate though it is, and remarkable for not actually including the wedding ceremony in it, because the person doing it forgot to bring spare batteries.
Yeah, the batteries ran out just before the actual ceremony.
The batteries ran out just as Alice was standing up to begin the ceremony. The whole thing kind of went down.
Yeah. Okay, so that's...
that was fun.
Sorry, what?
That was fun.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, that's it. We've got past the 4 minutes. So I just want to say, if you're interested in doing either naming ceremonies, weddings, or funerals, and you don't want any religious baggage in them, which makes it more inclusive for a lot of people, because a lot of people do have religious baggage, try contacting the British Humanist Association. I'm going to put a link down there about it, and see what they can do for you. You normally find that naming ceremonies and weddings tend to work better than funerals, because funerals, people are sort of out of it when they're doing it, so they tend to sort of go with the flow a bit more, but that's equally valid. And so if you want to do that, go for it. Right, see you tomorrow.